Today I am making an infinite lava source because lava buckets are much better than coal when it comes to smelting all of your ore. If you agree with me on that, smash the like button, and if you disagree, let me know in the comments down below how many times you were dropped on your head as a child. This cauldron here is what we're going to use to collect all of our lava, and then we're going to need to place a piece of dripstone and then a stalagmite hanging down underneath that. Now we're going to surround it by glass and make kind of a little fishbowl that's going to hold our lava, because in Minecraft, lava does not melt glass. I know, it doesn't make sense, but it's a video game. It doesn't have to. Now, once we get these last couple pieces of glass placed, we can then take our lava bucket and dump it into the center here. And then when we go down, we should be able to see a little bit of lava slowly dripping down the stalagmite into the cauldron. And over time, it will fill up the cauldron so that way we can grab a bucket of lava out of there. Now, on a small scale, this is not a super effective lava source, but if you expand it over time as you get more and more buckets of lava, you can build a huge lava farm and basically have an infinite source. I went fishing for a while I let my lava farm run, but with the power of editing, we don't have to go in chronological order. So before I show you the amazing loot I got while fishing, I'm going to show you my expansion of the lava farm. I crafted 2 more cauldrons, got some dripstone, a couple more stalagmites, and now I just need to place the glass to finish out our little fishbowl here. And with all of our glass placed, we should be able to come up here and just break this piece of glass and the lava should flow over. Now, eventually I will come dump 2 more lava buckets in there so that way it's level all the way across. But as you can see, it looks like all of the dripstone is dripping here, so it should be able to fill up all 3 of these cauldrons with lava. So we are working on making 3 buckets of lava at a time, which will help us smelt all kinds of ore or refined stone or whatever we need to do. I love fishing in video games. It's actually one of my favorite things to do when I play Stardew Valley. But before I got this new computer and started this new forever world on Minecraft, I had played around with Minecraft for about a month or so, and I hadn't done any fishing. So this was the first fishing I had ever done. I just crafted a standard fishing pole and got to work. I knew some of the things that you could get from fishing, like name tags, which was one of the reasons I wanted to do some fishing, so that way if I get a pet dog or something in the game later on, I can give it a name. But I did not understand what insane loot you can get from fishing. And let me tell you, I have done a lot of fishing in Minecraft. I am the kind of person who cannot sit still while watching TV or watching a movie, and my wife and I just took a week off work together where we didn't go anywhere. We just stayed home and chilled. So when we were watching a movie like Get Out or watching a show like Friends, I would sit here and I would just fish because it doesn't require a lot of attention, but it keeps my hands busy. Anyway, let's get to the insane loot that I got over my 8+ hours of fishing. I also wanted to be able to fish at night, so I spammed down a lot of torches around where I was fishing, so hopefully no mobs would spawn in near me. This is the first special item that I caught, and I caught it with just a regular fishing pole. It is a enchanted fishing pole with 4 enchantments. That is absolutely insane. I did try to look it up to see what is the percentage chance of catching a fishing pole with 4 enchantments off of a regular rod. I could not figure out what the odds of that are, but if anyone knows, let me know in the comments down below. Now, I'm sure some of you are wondering, Chris, if you have the enchanted fishing pole, why are you still fishing with the regular pole? Well, this was my first item to have mending on it, and I didn't understand how mending worked. I thought mending meant it repaired when you leveled up, so I figured, okay, well, I'll keep fishing with the regular rod until I level up some, and then that'll repair the enchanted rod. Obviously, that didn't happen, so I was a little confused. Then I started thinking, okay, maybe mending only works if you level up while using that rod. So I'll fish until I'm almost to the next level, and then I will switch over to the enchanted rod so that way it gets the repairing benefits of the mending. Obviously, that's not how it works. After actually taking some time to look it up and figure it out, any XP you get while using that thing then repairs it. So yeah, I just didn't understand it at first, so I did waste some time continuing to fish with a regular rod when I really didn't need to. My shader pack makes it really difficult to see if you're out in the rain, so I built this little roof so that way I have some cover while I'm out here fishing, but I wasn't really able to complete it because I ran out of wood, so I'm going to have to come back and finish it later. This was my second incredible catch with the regular fishing rod. I got an enchanted book that was Unbreaking 3. I will use this later on to put on a diamond pickaxe. I also caught this enchanted bow, but honestly, it seems pretty useless. I don't think it's really worth anything. Then I caught myself another enchanted bow, which I also think is useless. If there's any possible use for these, let me know in the comments down below. Once I did switch over to fishing with this enchanted fishing pole, I started A, catching things a lot faster, and B, getting a lot more high quality stuff. I did catch a bottle of water and a name tag back to back right there. And the next item I caught was a nautilus shell. I had never gotten one of these before, and this did fill up my inventory, so I had to go back to camp and unload some of the stuff I got from fishing. On my way home, I had to fight some mobs, which caused my sword to break, so when I did finally get home, I had to craft a new sword. I also turned some logs into some planks, so that way I can finish building my little platform for fishing. I was out of torches, so I decided to craft some more of those in case I need to spam a few more around my fishing spot, but so far the torches I have seem to be doing just fine. I threw some salmon in the furnace, unloaded all the unnecessary items from my inventory, and then it was time to go fishing again. And I ended up catching another name tag, which was nice. The next item I caught also felt pretty useless, just a pair of leather boots that was about to break, but if you know any use for these, let me know. However, this next catch was pretty awesome. I got an enchanted book with Fire Aspect 2 and Unbreaking 3, so that's going to be fantastic on some armor. I guess I got bored fishing for a second because I decided to stop and just randomly put some torches on this weird looking structure for no reason. It doesn't add any extra light because there were already plenty of torches around, and I didn't do anything to make the structure look any better. I just randomly put down a few torches and then immediately went right back to fishing. My next great catch was another enchanted book. This one had Efficiency 3 and Piercing 3, so this would probably be pretty great on a crossbow. There was randomly a zombie underwater that hadn't turned into a drowned or anything. I just went down there and got rid of him real quick, and then when I came back up to the surface, I decided to go ahead and add a fourth leg to this weird little structure. I definitely wouldn't call this a build of a lifetime or anything, but at least now with 4 legs, it looks like some sort of gazebo. It's not too bad, I guess. And after fighting an underwater zombie, a drowned also decided to come and fight me, which didn't turn out well in his favor. Oh, but he had a buddy that snuck up behind me, and it didn't turn out too well for him either. But I did almost start to drown. And I went back to fishing, and I caught a lily pad. It's nothing special, this was just the first one that I caught. Later on, I ended up catching another name tag, before finally catching my first saddle, which was super exciting because I've never tamed a horse in Minecraft, but I do want to go exploring for a village pretty soon, so this should come in very handy. The next useful item I caught happened to be another saddle. And with my 2 saddles, I figured now would be a good time to try and tame a horse, but I don't really know much about taming a horse. I've heard that you have to get on and off of them multiple times before they show the little heart emotes, and that's when you've officially tamed them. I did try to put the saddle on first, but clearly that didn't work. You have to tame it first, and then you can put the saddle on. I also know that horses have different stats. They have different healths and different speeds, so you want to tame up a bunch of different ones and see which ones have better health and which ones have better speed and all that. So I decided to go ahead and tame up 2 of them. That horse must be named Houdini because he kicked me off his back and literally disappeared. I could not find where he went, but there was another horse nearby, so I went ahead and just started trying to tame that one. Well, that was super quick. Now I just need to get off of the horse so that way I can put the saddle on, and then I should be able to control where the horse goes. I did try to put a name tag on the horse because I didn't really understand how name tags work. I didn't realize that you have to take it to the anvil, put a name on it, and then you can put it on the animal. So I did try it a couple times before I Googled it and realized what I was doing wrong. This horse has another buddy nearby, and I figured might as well keep them together, so I parked this guy, got off, and then ran over and decided to tame up his friend as well. And there goes the hearts. That's another pretty quick tame. Now I should just take these guys back to camp and build them a little pen to put them in. Well, it turns out that the horses can't fit through the little gateways, so you can't put them in a pen like this unless you're gonna take out like 2 walls, put them in, and then put down the walls, which I don't want to do that. That kind of sucks. But I do have 2 leads, and I think you can tie the leads to a fence post, so maybe I can put the lead on the horse and then tie the horse up to the fence so that way it can't run away. Yes, it does work. Okay, now I just got to go get the other horse. Hopefully it didn't wander off too far. Hey there, buddy. It's getting dark. We need to go home. Let's go. Now we just put the lead on you and then tie the lead to the fence. There you go. They are both secured. And now I have an extra pin that I will probably use for some cows so that way I can get a lot of leather. I've done a lot more fishing, so there's a lot more loot to show, but I think I've shown you enough fishing loot for one video, so I think this is a great spot to end this video here. If you enjoyed it, do me a favor, smash the like button, really helps me out a lot, and if you want to continue to see where this series goes, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.